My name is Nikki McGrath.
And my name is Sean McGrath, and we have been attending Rolling Hills for about 6 years.
I was fortunate enough to always grow up in the church. I had parents and grandparents that always set that example, but I always knew that it was a priority. I always knew that I would end up at church. Certainly when I thought about who I would marry and spend the rest of my life with, that was something that was really, really important to me. I knew I would always raise my kids in the church as well.
Nikki's, as she just described, her faith story was a lot more foundational, I would say, than mine, and that really kind of became contagious to me. And it really took off when we got married, and it really started to kind of get stronger and stronger each year that we were married. And it felt great. It felt awesome, and it really felt like I kind of had some direction and purpose. I would say probably four years ago, I started to ask myself, I kind of felt like I had a good foundation. I was really happy with where my foundation was. And I started to ask the question, like, what's next? What more can I do? And I really kind of kept coming back to baptism. And I felt like that was really the right next step for me.
So it started with our daughter, Harper, who was, she was 8. I almost felt like I had to hold her back sometimes. Like she was ready to get baptized. And honestly, Sean used the word contagious. I think her excitement was contagious. It gave us the opportunity to have that same conversation with our son, who's actually 4 years older, but wasn't as open about taking those kind of steps. And it just gave us that platform and the opportunity to talk about it with him as well.
Yeah, it was so cool. It was so cool that, I kind of had this thought, right, of okay, what's next, and this desire for something more. And then all of a sudden it came up from Harper, and she had the same thing, and she just had so much passion for it, and I loved seeing that. It was just a perfect sign and perfect way of God saying, okay, look, I mean, you've got this little girl who's got such a passion for this, and you know that this is your next step too. And it was just so great that we kind of went through that together, and that it was really Harper who kind of pulled me over the hurdle, right? I mean, I was kind of right there at the 1 yard line, and just her passion was just so contagious on me, and it kind of pulled me over the last little bit.
The way that it played out, and actually having an opportunity for it to become a family baptism, I got to baptize Sean, and then to turn around, and then he was then able to baptize our son. We were all in there together. It really was a family event, and it was really special, very special.
Yeah, I mean, the actual act of it was amazing, right? I mean, being able to kind of have that moment with my son, and just explain to him and just look him in the eye and tell him how proud I was of him as a father and as a brother in Christ. I was so proud of him, and then to be able to kind of go through that was really, really powerful and really awesome. I mean, I often think about the greatest days of my life, and my being married was certainly up there, and the birth of my children was up there, but I feel like that's got to be right up there too. I mean, it was just such an amazing and such a powerful day, and such a great step for all of us.